Now let's see what do you mean by frequency of an alternating current. Now here a AC current is represented like this. Now this part is known as one oscillation from here to here. This is one oscillation. So if in 1 second it completes one oscillation, then its frequency is 1 rotation. In this one rotation, it has one positive and one negative. Okay. So if we say that you are getting a supply at 50 Hertz, AC current of 50 Hertz, that means it goes 50 plus cycles and 50 negative cycles. Means 50 times it goes in this direction and 50 times in the opposite direction. So this is what you mean by frequency of an AC current or frequency of the rotation. It is nothing but the frequency of the rotation of the coil. Now there is an expression which you don't have the derivation now, you have it in your 11th standard, where E is given as E0 sin 2 pi n and t, where t is the time taken, n is the number of rotations, and E0 is the maximum EMF, whatever it is going to take. Then at any particular time, suppose I want to know that at third second what is the EMF, so I'll put t is equal to 3 and how many rotations it has done per second, that is the frequency, n is the frequency. Then putting, and the maximum EMF is this, then putting the values in this expression you can get the EMF at one particular instant. Same way you can find the current also flowing by the formula I is equal to I0 sin 2 pi nt, 2 pi nt, where n and t have got the same meaning and I0 is the maximum current. So by this and this formula you can find the EMF as well as the current at any point in the coil, given the maximum EMF and the maximum current, the frequency of the rotation of the coil. So this completes your AC current, and you can increase the maximum value of the EMF can be increased by either you increase the number of turns in the coil, like we have taken one rectangular coil like this, okay, A, B, C, D. So इसको ही repeat करते जाओ, we take more and more turns like this. So it will become maximum. So you can increase your EMF, or you increase the area of cross section of the coil. Okay, area of cross section of the coil means this, ये जो gap है, this gap you increase, or you increase the speed of rotation of the coil. When you are rotating the coil, increase the speed of rotation. So by doing these three things, you can increase the maximum value of E0, that is the induced EMF can be increased. Now let's see the distinction between the DC and the AC current. Now DC current is the current of constant magnitude, whereas alternating current is the current whose magnitude is varying. From 0 it goes to maximum, from maximum it comes back to 0, again from 0 it goes to negative maximum, from negative maximum it comes to 0, and like this it continues. So it is always changing. Second, DC current flows only in one direction, whereas alternating current reverses its direction while flowing in a circuit. Third is, DC current can be obtained from a cell or a battery, but an alternating current can be obtained only from the AC generator or the mains supply which is coming to your house. And advantages are there of the AC over the DC. First thing is that AC current can be stepped up or it can be stepped down. That is, you can change the EMF of the AC current, and this you have seen in detail in the household circuits, why we have to change it, at what it is made at the power stations. I am not going to repeat the same thing again and again, just read, you will understand. So DC current cannot be changed, it cannot be stepped up or stepped down, and AC current can be stepped up as well as stepped down and then send wherever we want to send it. And why step up and step down is required, that is explained. You can go and see the previous videos, but you should understand by reading it. There is no point repeating it, just watch the earlier videos. So this is the advantage of AC over the DC current. Now let's see the distinction between AC generator and a DC motor. Now AC generator is a device which converts the mechanical energy into electrical energy. In an AC generator we are rotating the coil, so we are giving the mechanical energy, and what we are getting as the output is the electrical energy. Whereas in DC motor it is different. We are giving the current to the coil and then the coil starts rotating. So we are giving electrical energy and we are getting from DC motor the mechanical energy. Next, this AC generator works on the principle of electromagnetic induction, whereas DC motor works on the principle of force acting on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. Whenever current is carrying through a wire and we place that wire in the presence of a magnetic field, it is going to get a push, it is going to experience a force. Third, in a generator, the mechanical energy is used in rotating the coil in a magnetic field so as to produce electrical energy, whereas in a DC motor, the electrical energy which we are providing, that is going to be used to rotate the coil. And fourth is, a generator makes use of two separate coaxial slip rings, whereas in a DC motor we have seen there are two parts of one only slip ring which is known as split ring, and that acts as a commutator in reversing the direction of the current for changing the polarity. Now the similarity between AC generator and DC motor is that both of them use a coil which rotates in a magnetic field between the pole pieces of a powerful magnet. दोनों में magnet होता है और magnet के बीच में एक coil होता है जो rotate करता है. This is the similarity between AC generator and DC generator.